This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
No, the first thing he did was turn off his music. I don't know how to do that. As much as I like the music, nobody will be able to hear me speak, and that's useless. Closed captioning. You can change the caption language. Sure. I'll say subtitles. Okay. Yeah, resume game. Subtitles are good. I can't jump, apparently. And these make key noises. That's pretty interesting. Every time I push the letter E facing over here, it makes a keyboard noise. I hope you guys can hear that. I haven't figured out anything yet. There's a pencil and a pencil sharpener. What are you doing? It doesn't make key noises if I'm in front of the computer. That doesn't make sense.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Did that game over? I'm not sure if I close the door myself. Or if I... Oh. I thought he was just going to go on forever, so...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It means it's time to go back to the office.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a moment.
This is my office, not the meeting room. Nobody meets me in here. Okay, it's locked. Can I break the window? Why am I hearing keyboard noises everywhere now? Well, that's a nice little box of mugs. Okay, photocopy my face. Do it. Okay, fine.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't imagine what they'd be tracing on. Maybe the walls? Yeah. Nobody's dead then. Police haven't been here. It's not a crime scene. That's good news. Wow, this room looks exactly like this one. Why is 426 here? I thought it was 427. I spy a counting problem, guys. This was not very organized. So why are all the doors to the meeting room open? Ooh. I don't know what this says. Never mind.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I gotta do it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Well, has he ever been in there before?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wait, what? Now I'm a little lost. Oh, first open door on his left. I was facing this way when I entered, right?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That's fine. I just, wanted to help people, that's all. Very interesting. You know, your blueprints would be a little better designed if the things written on them would be, you know, legible. Just saying. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is while it's in motion. $5,000 penalty. Okay, let's take the dolly with me. What if I just jump off? Okay, I'm gonna go on.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Who are you, anyways?
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Don't worry, I can't jump,
Please,
so
stop
that's
trying
fine.
to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Wait, what?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
So if I enter here, is it going to start me over?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Unplug it.
To reach out. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day.
I'd be
Stanley
happy if he
picks
said
up the
papers
phone.
first.
He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand.
I need to look in the
How on
anti-aliasing.
earth are you
That's what I'm
making
thinking.
meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
You can't see anything.
How
You're
had I
not
not
in the room.
noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
Yeah, but I
Or
didn't
did you
jump
not grasp
on the
the
cargo
severity
lift.
of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment
No, you
so we
won't.
can educate you properly on safe
won't.
decision-making in the
I'm
real
leaving.
world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I don't think I want to watch this.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike
would drink
here,
the
the
gasoline.
real world
Drink
makes
the
sense.
gasoline.
And at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to
I
finish
understand.
their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? I don't have a partner. Maybe I'm not real. Maybe you're wrong. My dear, it is 4:30.
Excellent.
Oh, I missed my
Making
chance.
choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What?
Ah,
What?
welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Did I
and
ever
see what the
explain
correct
my
thing to
fear
do
of
would have
forklifts?
been. This way, please.
Wait. Well, why is there guardrails now? There wasn't guardrails earlier. That's not right.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Halfway, I
That
feel ripped
story
off
would
now.
make no sense at all.
No,
we
it
just
would
need to get you
it would
home
probably
as soon
make
as
sense.
possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
What if it was an
Unfortunately,
Edgar Allan
it
Poe
seems
story?
this
It
place
seems like
is
he would
not
die.
well equipped to deal with reality.
That's a good point. And no reality here whatsoever. No, wait, you're tricking me to going back the way I didn't want to go. Okay, let's go back to the end of the hallway. Oh wait, no, he's actually not letting me in here. Now I want in.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know, I still want to go over this way. You know what, this is a good break, actually. Yeah, it's a good break. Just look up at the sky and end the video. Thanks for watching.